Hello. Hello, I am Dr. Tracy Knighton. I am a licensed professional counselor in the state of Georgia and South Carolina. I am also a midlife identity expert. And so tonight, I want to talk to you about 3 signs you're living by default and not by design. Y'all, come on in. Can we have a conversation about why it is that you're in midlife and you're living by default and not by your own design? So, sis, listen, I know I just popped on because this is True Self Talk Thursday. True Self Thursday. Like, are you really living with your true self? And while I'm doing it, can I cut up this okra and talk to y'all at the same time? Can y'all, will y'all allow me to do that? To cut up some okra and talk to you at the same time? Come on in. Let's talk about the 3 signs you are living by default and not by design. Here it is. You are in midlife. That's right. You are in midlife and you are defaulting your own life. You are letting other people choose how you are going to live your life. But tonight, that's right, True Self Thursday. Let's have a conversation. Can we give you 3 signs that you might be living by default and not by design? So Sunday's message. Yeah, Sunday's message on Tea Talk, right? Y'all know I started a week with Tea Talk. If you haven't joined us for our Tea Talk sessions on Sunday, please do. Sundays, 7 o'clock, our time together as ladies with our hot tea, our journals, and we talk about everything midlife. That's right. So Tea Talk on Sunday, I talked about functioning and not feeling for being fulfilled. Functioning and not being fulfilled. That was the Tea Talk Sunday. Then Monday, you got a message in a bottle. And the message in a bottle asked you, when was the last time you felt truly alive in your own life? Like in your own life right now, are you feeling truly alive with the life that you are living? That was Monday's message in a bottle. And now here it is Thursday, right? Thursday, I'm asking you, listen, are you living by default or are you living by design? So, can I give you 3 signs, sis, that you might be living by default instead of your own design? See, here's the difference. Before I even get into the 3 signs, let me tell you the difference in living by default and living by design, right? When you live by default, it means that you're living according to the way other people want you to live. You're saying yes when you don't really want to say yes, right? That's a default. You hardwired yourself to default to always say yes. That's a default. But when you live by design, you are intentionally living. You are intentionally showing up for yourself. That's design. And so many of us in midlife have found out that we get to this point in our lives and we realize, wait a minute, I've been living in default for so long that default felt normal. Mm, mm, mm. Default to you feels normal. But after tonight, I'm hoping that on True Self Thursday, tonight, you recognize that default is no longer an option for you. That now in midlife, you want to be able to dream and design the life that you want to live. So here are your 3 signs. Sign number 1, that you're living by default, you keep choosing everyone else before yourself. You keep choosing everyone else before yourself. You say yes when you really want to say no. You say when you really want to say, leave me alone. You answer the phone and say hello when you really want to put the phone on, do not disturb. You really want to ignore the whole world, but guess what? You keep showing up. So, guess what happens? You keep showing up for everybody else and you keep telling yourself no. That's a sign that you're living by default and not by design. Here's the second sign that you're living by default and not by design. You so busy being busy for everybody else that you're being tired for yourself. You're tired. You're too tired to do things for yourself. You're too tired to go get a massage. You're too tired to go get your nails done. You're too tired to declutter. You're too tired to go here. You're too tired to do the things for yourself. And what ends up happening is after a while, You don't even feel alive in your own life anymore. That's right. You're so busy. Your calendar looks good. But if I were to audit your calendar right now, sis, how much on your calendar really belongs to you? Or how much is really for somebody else? Your calendar's booked and busy, but nothing on that calendar is really about you. See, that's a sign that you're living by default and not by design. And here's the third sign that you live in by default and not by design. You keep waiting on Sunday. See, someday is not really a day on the calendar, but you're making it a day on the calendar. Someday, when the kids do XYZ, I'm going to do ABC for me. Someday, when they stop doing this, I'll be able to do that. Someday, I'm going to open my business. Someday, I'm going to travel. Someday, see, sis, someday is really not a day. And until you are intentional and living by design and not by default, until you are intentional, guess what will keep happening? Someday will never come for you. I know that's a hard pill to swallow. How many of you have watched women, older women in your life, never get to someday? Someday never happens for them. And slowly you begin to see the sadness appear in their eyes because Sunday never comes for them. And so those are the three signs, sis. Plain and simple. Three signs that you're living by default and not by design. Sign number one, you're choosing everyone else over you. Sign number two, you're busy. You booked and busy, but baby, you don't feel alive. And number three, mm, you keep waiting on someday to show up, and someday is not even a day on the calendar. So tonight, I want you to do something for you as I keep cutting up this okra because it cannot go bad. That's right. It's a Southern thing. You wouldn't understand. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes for a second. And I want you to think about that one thing that you really could do for yourself. What's the one intentional thing that you could say yes to yourself? Not someday, today. What's the one intentional thing that you could do for yourself today? Could it be to turn your phone off? Could it be to put a boundary up for somebody? That's right. Could it be that, you know what? At 9 o'clock, I'm going to turn the phone off. I'm going to turn the TV off, and I'm really going to sit with myself in this room and really enjoy my peace and quiet. Could it be that, you know what? I'm going to sit with myself and plan this vacation that I want to take, not someday, put a date on it. Because now we're learning in midlife that we have to move with intentionality. You've got to be intentional. And so, sis, those are the three signs that I want you to know that in order to live a life designed by you, you got to stop living a life that's a life of default. Time out for living a life that belongs to everybody else. It's time for you to live, like my t shirt says, live limitless. There's no limit to what you can do in midlife. Like I always say, make sure that you put you at the top of your list. That's going to move you from default to design. So if you are with me and you're saying to yourself, you know what, Tracy, you are absolutely right. I can design the life that I really want. Type it in the chat. I want to see the one thing that you're going to do tonight, not someday, tonight. And if this is a replay for you, type it in the chat. The one thing that you're going to do for you that's going to take you off the life of default and put you onto your life of design. Until the next time, y'all remember to put yourself at the top of your list. I'll see you Sunday on Tea Talk.